Getting ready. And hello, everybody. I'm Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. More drippy, drip weather in the forecast as we have more showers that will be slowly exiting the scene. I'll have details on that warm-up that's coming up as well. And a look at your weekend. All important details you'll need to know coming up right now. You are watching Hutch's Weather.
Now, a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, thanks so very much for joining me. Here's a look at the national picture right now. Showers and thunderstorms in New Mexico. Hey, Beast Gohan, good to see you on board, and thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. And if you're watching out there tonight, let me know if you have a question about the forecast. We have a very slow-moving low-pressure system through the Central Plains and Northern Plains. As it's making its way through, rain, drippy rain. We'll look at rainfall amounts. We'll look at the latest radar, and that's what we're doing right now. And, of course, your forecast brought to you by yours truly. Nathan, what's up? G loves gorillas. Good to have you on board. Cheryl, thank you for joining. From beautiful Park Rapids. Are the colors coming out there in your neighborhood? Cheryl, anyone watching, snap a picture, upload your colorful leaf photos to hutchesweather.com. There's some dandies going up there, and I'd love to have yours to blossom up on here as we head through the weekend as our colors are beginning to change. Back to the radar we go, and let's zoom in on our neck of the woods. Thunder and lightning along the I-35 corridor south of the Twin Cities, mainly. That's where we do have some gully washers out there, some frog stranglers out there, some gutter fillers out there. Those are working their way slowly off to the north and east tonight. But there's more where that came from. When this round leaves Minneapolis and the I-94 corridor, there's more yet to come. Severe weather working its way basically north of Madison, Wisconsin right now. Portage. These storms are also moving to the northwest. Again, hail and gusty wind, the main threat with those. Then as we take a look in our neck of the woods from Fergus Falls and parts of Becker County, Hubbard County, as well as Wadena County, showers. Look at Otter Tail County, though. Quite a number of showers working their way through this area, moving off to the north and east, right up the interstate and right toward the FM area. Look at the heaviest rain right now north of Sisseton. So Roberts County, South Dakota. Hey, Lake Superior is waking up, says Simon, and that's one thing we got to keep in mind with a little wind rolling over those big lakes out there. A line of showers south of I-94 from, say, Cleveland and Medina straight down through the Ashley area, Wishick, Eureka! And everybody's favorite, Bodle, South Dakota. All right, let's go up north. We do have a couple of sprinkles going on right now as we look up to the north. Mayville and near the radar, a swirl of showers there. We're starting to see things quiet down for now up to the north and to the west. And temperatures today, geez, they've been paltry at best. Check this out. It's been a cool one out there where you see the blue colors. That's the cool spots to be in. Very cool to be right now in Belcourt. 59 degrees for you, 63 Minot and Grand Forks, 64 for the Fargo-Moorhead area. Far cry from what we would typically see this time of the year, which is low 70s. How dare YouTube hide me from for 5 seconds? Oh no, did they hide you? Okay. I'm sorry about that. G loves gorillas. Now, that's a look at temperatures. Let's take a look at rainfall amounts across the area. 1, 2, 3, 7-day not forecast, but rainfall so far. It's pretty unbelievable when we take a look at the precipitation today. It's been a soggy soaker. I have gotten reports today in West Fargo. Thanks, Bill. You're the most goodest. We did get some rainfall over an inch in and around the FM area, but between 2 and 4/10 of an inch in the rain gauges here in the FM area. Sneaking down into South Dakota and parts of west central Minnesota. Several of you picking up nearly an inch of rain from central and southern parts of, well, that's Otter Tail County down there. So south of Fergus Falls, where we have 54 100s, you get into Grant County and, boy, down towards Traverse County, 1.31 inches of drippiness going on there. How about 1.5 for the Cooperstown area? Get up into the Devil's Lake Basin. It's measured in tenths of an inch. Maddock, 1/10 of an inch, a little to your north, 24 100ths for you. That's today. Now let's go back to the 2-day total because I said this was a slow mover, and I'm going to dip off here for just a second. Look at that band on the James River Valley and the Cheyenne River Valley, where we have 1.11 inches in Jamestown south towards Oaks, 1.8 inches, and in and around Gwinner, 2.63 inches there, 2.07 for you in southern Barnes County there, and up to the north in northern Barnes County, 2.1 inches of rain. It's been a soggy one out there. Here's the 7-day totals, and as you can imagine, you can see this heavy band that's set up out west with 3 to 4 inches of rain in and around the Lake Sakakawea area, then get down into the Missouri River Valley through Bismarck, Mandan, 2.5 to 3.5 inches of rain, and over 4 inches of rain just south of you folks in Linton. So it's been soggy out there over the last week. Now, when we factor that into what's going on with regards to our drought across the region, you can imagine things are looking a whole lot better with regards to those drought conditions here in the Northern Plains. Bear with me while I pull up that information for us here. I'm looking for it right now as we speak. So there it is. The drought in Montana remains quite high in the western part of the state out here by the president's nose. That is an extreme drought condition in the Rocky Mountains of western Montana, stretching out towards Helena and the eastern portion of North Dakota from the eastern slopes of the Rockies eastbound. Boy, it's just really improved there. That's good news. Now let's sneak over into North Dakota, eh? Not much to talk about there. That's a blank map. Nope, it's not blank on accident. That is all drought gone. Shazam. Poof. Thanks to the 0 to 4 inches of rain or more over the last week. How about Minnesota? Well, if we take a look, there's some abnormally dry portions in north central to central parts of Minnesota. This does include the Red Lakes area, straight down into Bemidji, Park Rapids, and all the way down toward the Brainerd Lakes area. And just to Duluth and points south near Cloquet and down toward the 35 corridor, we do have a little bit of that dryness as well. You're getting updated on everything. This is a comprehensive look at the weather. Let's talk about our forecast, shall we? Because in the forecast heading into the night, we still have more showers. I know a lot of folks gathering out there at the BIR Raceway or anywhere across the region you want to get to outdoor activities. Here's what you need to know. We're going to start with this high resolution look at the forecast. And here you see all these spotty showers that are taking place right now. I'm going to back this up so we can get into the weekend. And as we put this into motion for tonight, now we're looking at 8 to 10 o'clock, and the rain, it doesn't go away completely, but it really thins out. Now, we're cold enough where temperatures are close to the dew point where we're going to make some foggy areas. So again, patchy areas of dense fog in the forecast, scattered showers across western Wisconsin. Brandon says, how about South Dakota for drought? I can look that up for you here in a moment. Thank you very much, Brandon, for your question. I'll get that up there here in just a moment. But as we do take a look at the forecast for the area, as we head into your Saturday morning, here it is, Saturday morning to noon. See, there's a chance of some showers mainly north and out to the east. Here's the low pressure center, just creepy crawling its way through the region as we go through. So that's going to leave some isolated areas of shower activity as we go through Saturday afternoon and evening. Then overnight it quiets down, and heading into Sunday, the best chance of rain will pick up near Duluth and the central portions of Minnesota. So that's a look at the rainfall and the hour-by-hour forecast as we go into your weekend. What about how much rain? Then we'll get to some more drought looks for South Dakota. Check it out. We got the heaviest rain over the next 24 hours, and actually a lot of this will be happening tonight and then heading into tomorrow. So 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch up north, isolated places. See it as blue and purple colors you see here? Those areas could get up to 1 inch. So isolated places will get more than 1/2 of an inch, and that likewise is the case in western Minnesota. Notice as we go to the west, it's just, well, really nuisance showers, maybe up to 1/10 of an inch as we go through our next 24-hour period into late on your Saturday night. Now, let's take a look at what's going on with regards to what you asked, Brandon, and I'm going to pull up my eyeballs are wandering, so please excuse me while I load up data as requested. So let's go in here. I got to get to the drought monitor. And this is really a cool page. If you ever want to look at this, head over to the U.S. Drought Monitor, and you'll be able to see some of the same things that Hutch broadcasts up here. So I'm loading up the page. I'm going to grab South Dakota, but I want to show you how to use the page to look at some really cool data here for your area. So let me find the right screen to show with you. There we go. Boom, shazam. Now we got to get to the right data. And let's see, here we go. I got to pull it up. Reading away. There we go. Okay, now this is the U.S. Drought Monitor. At the top, there's a menu, and you can pull up data or maps. And we want to look at the map, and we want to look at Well, let's just go to a area map. So compare 2 weeks. Let's just go with the latest current map. Okay, so here's the current map. We're going to click on South Dakota here. We're going to click on it, and now it's starting to get into the region. And now you can see that we have abnormally dry conditions south of Lake Oahe, Brandon. And as you get down into the southern Missouri River Valley down here, not far from Yankton, we start to see a couple of areas where we have some more significant drought. So the southern, south central to southwest, abnormally dry to we're starting to get into the category there of some moderate drought where you see the tan shades. And if I back up and take a look at the entire region, look at this out in parts of western Wyoming and western Colorado. Not good there for the Rocky Mountains and what's going on. So that's a look at your forecast. Now let's take a look at what's going on with the next 7 days. Here's what you need to know. Temperatures are going to be cool and in the 60s for Saturday and Sunday. The best chance of rain tomorrow on Saturday will be generally in the central part of the valley, in the northern part of the valley, and in the northern Minnesota. Otherwise, spotty showers at best, not quite as much rain tomorrow as we saw today, particularly in the southern counties. Partly cloudy skies as things decrease towards the equinox. Grab your kazoos and celebrate 1:19 p.m. That is when the equinox occurs. And what is the equinox? It's when the direct rays of the sun are directly over the equator. And on the equinox, most locations on the globe have 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of darkness. Kind of a cool thing. After that date, in the northern hemisphere, we get less than 12 hours of daylight, more night, more cooler. Makes sense? Temperatures in the 70s in the early half of next week, and we stay there for the latter part of the week. I do think we're having fun weather, perfect weather, great for leaf peeping, and I do want to take a moment to just pass this word along to you. I've talked to my good friend Joe. Say thank you, Joe. Joe got us back up our fall leaf peeping map here for the state of Minnesota. So click on that anytime to make your plans for where the colors are the most bestest here as we head into the deep fall season here. So you just click on that puppy. We make it here and easy for you to use. And when you do click on it, it's going to pull up the page there with the link to the latest fall color map for the state of Minnesota, as you can see up here. And this is where people actually share details about where and what the pictures are looking like there. And you can use the slider that you see here at the bottom of the map to see what the projection is based on average fall seasons, where the colors will be. So the yellow means 25 to 50% color up there in, Pennington and Red Lake counties, getting up into northwest Minnesota, primarily in the valley, and also likewise into parts of northern Minnesota, North Dakota rather. So that is a look at where the fall colors are just starting to rear their beautiful leaves, and that's what we like to see. For your Saturday morning, rise and shine, patchy fog, temperatures in the 55 to 60 degree range for most, light winds from the west. Sunrise 7:12, but it'll be another gray start to the day, except out to the west we'll have some breaks in them there clouds as we go through. Heading into your afternoon on Saturday, we're looking at some good times, as we'll see temperatures 65 to 70 degrees in the Southern Valley. Best chance at some 70s where we'll get a little more sun, thanks to the clouds starting to break apart. That's in western North Dakota. So Stark County and Dickinson, Richardson, Taylor, up in towards Watford City and Williston, and Glendive, Montana, 76 gorgeous degrees. That's a look at your weather. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I truly appreciate each and every one of you joining me for a look at Hutch's weather. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about the weekend weather drying up just a touch. That's it for now, and love to have you.
This has been a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Hutch's Weather.